guys, welcome to my noisy WIP and Chat. Hello, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this isn't too dark. When I turn this on, I mean, yikes, you know? So hopefully it's, well, it is kind of dark though, isn't it? What could I do? Can I turn this down? How about that? Does that make it a little bit better? We'll hope for the best. We'll hope for the best. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you stay. I hope you enjoy the content. Feel free to roam around my channel and see if there's anything that excites you or interests you. I do everything diamond painting related, and by everything, I mean everything. So welcome. Hello to all my OGs. You guys know that you have a special place in my heart. You know that for a fact. So thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you guys. What are we doing today? We're doing a WIP and Chat. What is a WIP? A WIP it stands for work in progress. And today my WIP is the April calendar. Am I behind? Yes, I am behind. We'll get into that. It's this cute, adorable little bunny. I absolutely love it. If you want the DMC colors for this, please reference my DAC April calendar kit up. I do give all the DMCs for that there. Somebody made a really good point. As I'm going through these colors from DAC, what I'm noticing is some of them don't actually match the colors. And at first I thought it's a dye lot issue, which that could very well be. But somebody said some of them could be in the 6,000s. So good one to whoever you are, you know who you are. Thank you for that comment. I always love suggestions, comments, ideas, all of that kind of stuff. So thank you so much. That's what I'm working on. What am I using? I am using this absolutely, I will turn this on full blast for this just a second. This, do I need to turn it back up? If it has to do with technology, forget about it. This pen, isn't it stunning? This is called Blue Tinsel. This is from Captured by Radiance. She does an absolutely beautiful job with her pens. I have purchased 2. I plan on purchasing more. If you would like to see their pens, please click on my affiliate link in the description below. You can go to their website. It takes you to their website, and then use Coco 15 at checkout for 15% off. Absolutely stunning. I'm very happy with this. So it is more blue than purple, but there's purple like tinsel inside. Can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? I'm very happy with this pen. Feels very good in my hand. It's not too big, it's not too small. I did not ask her to make this pen for me. She just had it on the Facebook group. That's the other place. Go to their Facebook group and you can see she'll post pens sometimes. I actually purchased one specifically just for the Emerald Oceans that I'm going to be doing next. Okay, let's get started. Let me pick a number. Let's go with the number 9. Why not? There's only 11 colors on this. Oh, and also I'm using my Ephemera 3D custom totem tray. It has my channel name on it. I absolutely love it. It's hard to see, but it does say Diamond Painting with Coco on there. So let's get some of number 9. I always leave the lid open so that I remember which color I'm using. Real quick, also, I want to, since these are so new, they're still new, and some people don't know about them, I do have release papers, and this is what they look like. Diamond Painting with Coco, Coco in the middle with her sweater, says loves, comes in blue and pink. You can also get it in a variety pack. It's from ImagiCraftsByCindy. Somebody had said that they were trying to purchase some of the release papers and that they couldn't because her shop was closed. Well, she has a full-time job, so she will be getting to those orders. So please don't be discouraged by that. She does work full-time, and then, you know, she does this on the side. So you will be getting your release papers if you are ordering from her. Okay, so with that out of the way, I want to talk to you guys about what's been going on in my diamond painting life. So I kind of went through this slump the last, wait, this is dark, you guys. It's hard for me to see. But with that light, it's too bright. I don't know. Let's try to zoom in so you can see. Maybe now if I turn it up, then it won't be so, well, it is what it is. A lot of you guys are probably diamond painting anyway. So I went through a slump for a while, like the last 2 months. I was diamond painting really slow. I don't know what was going on with me. It was just, I was kind of like all over the place in my mind. I kind of couldn't, I was having a hard time focusing, I think. So I would kind of go from one thing to another and not really complete one thing and kind of move on to something else. I don't know, that's not like me, but what it is, I don't know. But I'm back to being, you know, more focused. But I also am I am busier. So right now I started off the month with my large painting being the Clockwork Owl, as a lot of you guys have seen. Thank you for those of you who are participating in our Facebook group with whatever paintings you're doing with our follow along. I love to see your progress. You guys, your paintings are awesome. So thank you. It's looking great. If you want to join our Facebook group, the link is in the description. However, you will be declined if you do not answer the questions. So please answer the questions. So yeah, I started off with Clockwork Hour with Dreamer's Design. What a nightmare that has turned into. Not a nightmare, but so I contacted Dreamer's Design, and I've talked about this before, and they told me that all of their drills were resin. Well, that's not true. Their drills are not resin. Their drills, at least the round drills. Their round drills are acrylic. Now, when I initially contacted them, they said all of their drills are resin. So I was like, okay, thank you. That's what they said. I have this all on my Facebook. It's all there in black and white, all the communications. So I was like, okay, great. So I was going off of that information. I relayed improper information based off the information I was given by the company, which, you know, I should have been given the correct information. I'm going to relay information that comes from a company because I trust the company to give me the proper information. Once I received the painting, it became very clear that something was wrong. So I contacted them again and I said, I have this painting. It's a round. What's happening here? And they're like, oh, our rounds are acrylic. Okay, well, all said and done. Now it's resolved. Good, let's move on. But, you know, maybe could have been handled a little bit better. And it's fine. I'm over it. You know, no hate, no drama. It is what it is. You know, lesson learned. Okay. So I just want to clear that up because I was under the impression they were resin. Why? Because of the company. Because of the company. So I will take full responsibility. If that's what you want me to do, I'm fine with that. You know, because I was a parrot and I relayed the information that they told me. So it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal in the long run, is it? It's not the end of the world. The other thing too is this Dreamer's Design came to me in baggies, which is very odd. Usually they come in a train of baggies, just like Diamond Art Club, that are branded Dreamer's Design. I did not know that. So when I unboxed it and they were in baggies, I thought, oh, this is great. They're in baggies. And somebody was like, Raimi, what? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, no, they come in trains. So I don't know if this is a new thing that they're doing. I don't know what's happening, you guys. I don't work for the company. I've done enough deep diving for my liking. I'm done. I'd like to move on now. So anyway, yeah. So working on that. The other thing I'm doing is the Easter paint gems, which are so adorable. I'm having a great time doing that. They're really, really cute images. I think that they did a great job picking out the images that they did. So yeah, very, very, very cute. I'm putting those up every day or every other day on my shorts. The weirdest thing happened. So I was looking at my analytics, and my short for the one of the paint gems was up for 2 hours, and it had like 3,000 views. And I was like, what? And I was showing my girlfriend, Christina. She's like, what? Because she actually was there when I filmed the video. And I'm like, how did this happen? And so it was like at 3.2, it said 3.2 views, or 3,200 views. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I go on YouTube and it's like 2.6. And I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of normal because YouTube is sometimes behind the studio. So I was like, oh, well, it'll catch up. You know, it'll catch up. No, it went backwards. So it went from 3.2 to like 2 point something. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube is acting really, really weird. But doesn't YouTube always act weird? So I don't know what's going on with that, but I thought it was interesting. I'm very confused. I don't know anything about YouTube. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. My son was bringing us the mail. I got a package and he was already out. So I was like, can you pick up the mail for us? What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know anything about YouTube. It confuses the heck out of me. I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's so bizarre. It's like you go from, you know, a bunch of people, noticing your channel to pretty much zero, and then back to a bunch of people recognizing your channel and then zero. It's just weird. Not zero, but you know what I mean. It's just, I don't think anybody's ever figured it out. And that's why I don't really care. I don't really care. It actually doesn't even matter how many subscribers you have anyway, because YouTube doesn't care about your subscribers. They just care about your views. So it is what it is. But it's always nice to see your subscriber count go up, you know, and it goes up, it goes down. So it is what it is. Okay, so what else? So obviously I'm doing this calendar. And as a lot of you guys know, I am redoing my storage. See, why isn't it here? How smooth bunny there? As a lot of you guys know, I am redoing my storage. I'm not trying to be like sneaky about it, but I don't want you guys to see it until I feel like it's perfected. I might not ever get to that point. I am waiting for several items still to come. They're supposed to be here this week. So today is the 5th of April, and I'm just starting this calendar. So let's see, I'm waiting for 2 more things. I need to order something else actually, but that shouldn't take long to get here. So yeah, I'm waiting for 2 more things. And then hopefully at that, I'm waiting for 3 more things. So hopefully when those things arrive, I can get everything settled and do a video for you guys so that you guys can see it. Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's taking a lot of organizing and labeling and, you know, just all that kind of stuff. So it is taking some time to do. It's just like anything else. It's like when you try to organize a closet, you're just like, oh, I want it this way. And then you're like, wait, no, I want it this way. You know what I mean? I'm getting there, you guys. I promise I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And I'm just excited to use it, you know? So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll hate it. Maybe I'll hate it. You know? Who knows? I better not hate it. So far, I really like it. So we'll see. But there's still so much more for me to do for this to happen. Yeah. So what else? So our lives have been going spectacularly. You guys are just like, you guys are so smart. Yeah, you guys are just awesome. And I love how you guys are so excited about the lives. I have people asking me or, telling me I can't wait till Thursday, and it just warms my heart. So thank you guys who show up. And I understand those of you who can't because of the time. I totally understand that. So yeah. Also, I have something coming in the future in the works that we will be doing. So there's that. Yeah. So again, just working every day to try to make our community a better place, a more caring place, a safe place to land. So, and we are doing that, and it's wonderful. I love to see it. I love all of you guys who are working together and helping each other. And that's what we should strive to do, I mean, this is a very relaxing craft, and it's nice to have people to talk to every once in a while you're diamond painting. It's nice to get information from people. It's just nice to talk to people and have this be a pleasant experience, So, yeah. So I'm thankful for everybody that is on here. Thank you guys. Thanks for being there. So, I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. Even the trolls that come in. It was funny, our last live. I have to say this. We had several trolls come in. A couple were pretty bad. They did have to get banned. But there were 2 that came in. And you guys will know, maybe you noticed this if you were on the live. One of them came in and started something. And I said, hey, you better be careful or you're going to get kicked out. That person, instead of causing more trouble, I said, be careful, you're going to get banned. I said, if you'd like to play the game with us, you're more than welcome to stay. But I'm not going to, put up with that. Instead of leaving and instead of causing more trouble, this person actually started playing the game with us. Did you guys notice that? They started playing the game. And they had a good time. They actually stayed the whole time. And at the end, actually said goodbye to me, said that they subbed, and that they're going to be back next week. Y'all, come on. That's the way to do it, So, and then there was someone else. You guys definitely noticed this person. I don't know what was going on with her, but what was she saying? Help me out if you're in the comments. She was saying something, and I had addressed it, I think 3 times. And by the 4th time, I said, so-and-so, if you would like to stay in the group and play the game, you're more than welcome to, but I've already addressed your question 3 times. And I said, we're not going to ban you. And she stopped. Did you guys notice that? So even our trolls are like, oh, they don't stand a chance in our group. They don't stand a chance. But it's kind of funny. All right. So my husband he mowed the backyard. He finished mowing the yard. We finally got a break in the weather, and it's been sunny. I wouldn't say it's nice outside, but it's sunny. And yeah, he was able to mow. So he mowed the front yard, and then today he mowed the backyard. So it's all done. Yay! The first mow of the season. You guys, I'm so glad we're not doing a garden this year. Oh my gosh. Because we would be out there right now doing that. I'm just like, no. Not happening. Not happening. No. Okay, so you guys, I have a couple of, you can probably see from the title, I have a couple of very cool stories for you guys. Now, these are absolutely true stories. One has to do with one of my family members from like back in the 1700s. I got this information back when I was speaking with one of my aunts. She does a ton of genealogy, and I had forgotten about this article. Now, it's an actual article written in a newspaper. And I have a copy of it, not a physical copy of it, but I have an electronic copy of it. It's right here on my iPad. Now, my family, this would be my dad's side of the family. We come from Norway, Ireland, and Scotland. And so back in the day, our last name was Davidsons. We come from the Davidsons. Those were our relatives. So I've told a story before about my family coming to Oregon in the early 1700s. Yes, in the early 1700s. I mean, they I don't know, they were crazy, but they came, we settled in Oregon. That's where our family settled. When we came to the United States, when the rest of us came, not me, obviously, but when the rest of us came, meaning our family, we changed our last name. It was Kelsay, K-E-L-S-A-Y, which was the spelling over there. That's how they spelled Kelsey. We changed our spelling to make it K-E-L-S-E-Y. That was a very common thing for immigrants to do when they would come over, is they would change the spelling of their last names. I can't remember why, but there was a reason behind it, and we were no different. So we did that. That's how my last name became Kelsey, and that's why I named my daughter Kelsey. I didn't want to lose the family name. So anyway, this is a story of the Davidson family back before we came over to America, and I found this absolutely fascinating. So this is just a short story, but it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. So our family is of Scottish descent, okay? So this is going to be a weird read, because you know how they used to write back then. So I'm going to read this, but when I read it, it's going to sound a little off. So the ancestor in the early part of the 17th century passed from Scotland and settled in the north of Ireland. The father and mother of the immigrant William Davidson, that is my relative, had taken a small Irish boy and brought him up from boyhood to manhood. So it's almost like, it reminds me of Wuthering Heights, which is one of my favorite movies. His name was McGraw. Now, there's kind of a question mark about that. We're not quite sure, but the newspaper actually put a question mark. So that's kind of up for debate. He left when a young man, but afterwards returned for a visit with a companion. Okay, so this boy that we raised left, grew up, came back with a friend. The rest of the family were away, and the old people were alone. So the parents of William, his parents were at the house. And they were invited to stay overnight, okay? And so the McGraw guy and his quote-unquote companion accepted the invitation. Very, very common, you know, for people to stop by, you know, and just, you know, of course, you're going to invite them in and take care of them, feed them, you know, all that kind of stuff. So this would have been the grandparents of, or the parents of William, my ancestor. In the silent night watches, these men arose from their bed and with an axe, unalived their entertainers, robbed the house of money and valuables, set it on fire, and left. Can you believe that? But justice slumbered not in the case of one of the assassins. When William Davidson returned the next day, saw his house and the charred remains of his parents and McGraw and his companion gone, search was instituted and McGraw was captured. He confessed the whole and tried, convicted, and publicly gibbeted. Now, I actually don't know what that means. I know that it means unalived. I get the gist of that, but yeah, I'll have to look up that word. But isn't that something? Isn't that something? Isn't that crazy? William Davidson, fearing more trouble from the revengeful people by whom he was surrounded with, his wife and family and other relatives in 1728 came to America and settled in Woolbourne, Massachusetts. He was born in Menamore in Ireland and married Mary Alexander, by whom he had 7 children who were born in Ireland. He lived in Woolbourne some 17 years and then settled in Tewkesbury on a farm now within the limits of Lowell. His wife, she passed away in Woolbourne November 19th, 1738. He married a second wife, Margaret McCartney, and then he passed away in Tewkesbury June 6, 1757. And then, yeah. And then it just goes from there. It just talks about like how the family went, because the kids, and then like where they moved to, and then the dates, and it kind of gets muddled and like boring and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to share that story with you guys because I find stuff like that absolutely fascinating. I love reading about history. I love listening to you know, hold on a second, sorry. I love listening to people's family stories, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that is just harrowing. So yeah, don't mess with William Davidson. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Plus the town, you know, and all of the people and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty amazing. All right, well, as you can see from the title, my husband met Charlie at work, and Charlie has a partner. So this is kind of a long story because it started last year. Okay, I have to stop because I don't want to keep going with it. Charlie is a thing, but my husband is not like seeing somebody else or anything like that. I'll get to that. So about a year ago, I love to tease you guys, but then I'm like, some people don't get the fact that I'm joking. So I'm like, I don't want to be mean. I'm not purposely trying to be mean, but it's like, I don't want to joke too much because it's like, some people are like, what happened? And I feel really bad. Okay, so a year ago is when it started. My husband, every break and at lunch, calls me. And when he does, he goes outside. And he walks around, you know, just because he sits. And so he likes to walk around. And where he works, you know, it's a huge lot. So he would go out there, and in this one particular area that he would go, he had all these crows, and they would just squawk and squawk and squawk at him. You know, you came into our territory. This is where we roost. You know, how dare you come in here? And but he continued to go to that area, and at the beginning there was like, I don't know, 6 to 8 crows. And my husband, you know, he'd always be like, hey, you guys, what's going on? You know, or something. He would say something to them, something. And they would squawk and squawk and squawk and squawk and squawk at him. And one day he calls me, and I'm talking to him, and I hear some crinkling, and I'm like, what are you doing? What do you have? And he goes, oh, I found some old crackers in the break room. And I'm like, what? What? He goes, yeah, I found some old crackers in the break room. I'm going to feed them to the crows. And I'm like, oh, okay. So this is a year ago. So he threw down some crackers and stuff like that. And there was this one particular crow who seemed to be a little bit more dominant than the other ones. So the crows came down, and this one particular crow was kind of getting more than the other ones, like kind of like, hey, this is my area type of a deal. And so the other crows, you know, kind of hung back, but they still got some of the crackers and stuff like that. But they were still squawking at my husband. So my husband started every day coming out and feeding the crows. Every day at the same time. He would do it every day at 6 o'clock, every break at 6 o'clock. And the crows would just squawk and squawk. I mean, they were loud. And he would talk to them, and he would throw the crackers, or, you know, he'd find old pizza, or he would have something in his lunch. You know, he always had something for the crows. He always had something. And he was feeding them. Well, after a while, there was like only 4 crows. Again, there was this dominant crow. After a while, there was only like 4 crows. And then there was like 3 crows. I just put this in. I didn't even realize this was part of the. And then there were 2. I know. Agatha Christie. And they stopped squawking at him. They weren't squawking at him anymore. And I'm like, honey, because he would film it. And I was like, in fact, let me insert something right here. Okay, hopefully I was able to insert something. So that's them. So so there were 2, and they weren't squawking at him anymore. And I'm like, honey, you should name him, because one was definitely a male and the other was a female. They had a big size difference. And he goes, what should we name him? And I can't remember which one of us, but we were like, Charlie. We should name him Charlie. So we named him Charlie. And we didn't really realize that the other crow was his mate. We just thought it was just another crow. But we soon realized, no, this is his partner. And like I said, this was last year, so it was like, you know, April-ish. Well, a few weeks later, so every day he's doing this, every day. And they're not squawking at him, and they're waiting for him every day at 6 o'clock. They're waiting for him, and they're getting closer to him. You know, they'd dip their food in the water, they'd fly away with it, or they'd stay and eat, and they're getting closer and closer to him. Well, one day they show up, and he comes out, and there's 4 crows, and he's like, oh no, the crows came back. Where's Charlie? And he's like, oh wait, that is Charlie. They brought their babies. They had 2 babies, and they brought the babies. The babies were able to fly. And the babies are squawking and squawking and squawking and squawking at the parents. And feed me, feed me, feed me. And so my husband was like, oh my gosh. So he was throwing out whatever he had at the time, whatever it was that day. And the parents would literally set the food down in front of the baby crows, and the baby crows were like, no, you have to put it in my mouth. They would squawk and squawk and squawk and squawk and squawk, these poor parents, until the parents would feed them, you know, put it in their mouths. And it was just the cutest thing ever. And so, you know, the summer went that way, and one day the babies just didn't show up. You know, they probably flew away and went to go get their own territory, you know. That's how nature works. But Charlie and his partner, they were still there. There weren't any other crows, and God forbid a squirrel came by, because, man, they would dive bomb that squirrel. That squirrel had no chance whatsoever. And so, yeah, the other day, my husband's feeding him, And Charlie takes a piece of the cracker and he goes over to this like rockery area. And the rockery area has moss on it, like loose moss, you know. And he watches Charlie take some of the moss off of the rock, set it down. Well, he set the cracker down, took the moss off, picked the cracker up, stuffed it into a hole, picked the moss back up, and stuffed the moss back into the hole, you guys. Yeah. Pretty crazy. I've never seen a crow do that. That is just so cool. So yeah, he's made a friend. He has a friend and he knows his name. The other day he was feeding him and he had fed him and he started walking away. And for the first time ever, as my husband was walking away, Charlie started following him and so did his partner. So my husband walked pretty far and they were following him. They were flying from tree to tree and following my husband. They weren't squawking at him, they were just following him. And so my husband was talking to them and he's like, what do you want? You know, I gave you your food, what are you doing? And you guys, it's just the coolest thing ever. So of course, when winter came last year, they flew away. I don't know where crows go. I thought crows stayed around, but I don't know much about that. So, but then they came back this year. They're back. So, yeah, it's really cool. I'm curious to see if they will bring, because crows mate for life. So I'll be curious to see if they bring babies this year. And if they do, I will definitely let you guys know because we're excited. We're excited to know. Crows tend to have their babies fairly early in spring, and the reason why is because they're a more predatorial bird, unlike, you know, robins. And so just like hawks and eagles, ravens and crows have their babies earlier so that they can raid nests of, you know, robins and stuff like that and steal their eggs and their babies. It's really sad. It happens all the time. And I watch and I'm like, no, no, because the robins are so upset. But anyways, yeah, he's made a friend. He's made a friend. His name is Charlie. We always say Charlie. So pretty cool. Haven't had that happen before, but you know, I've heard of like crows bringing people, you know, trinkets and stuff like that. Wouldn't that be cool if Charlie started doing that? I'll keep you guys updated on Charlie, but it's kind of a saga that's been going on for a year now, and I really haven't mentioned it because things hadn't really escalated to this level now where it's like he's like following him everywhere. And you know, what he did with the moss and stuff, I was pretty impressed. I was like, I mean, I know that crows are extremely smart. I mean, they're extremely smart. And they imprint, they know people's faces. They've done experiments with that, where they've had people wear masks and be mean to the crows. And then they've had people wear masks and be nice to the crows. And the crows will dive bomb the mean people. I mean, yeah, it's a whole thing. You can look it up, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, I had to share that story. I just think it's really, really cool. I'm such an animal lover, and it's a lot of fun when he calls me on his break. I'm like, where's Charlie? I want to see Charlie. So he'll videotape him feeding, and I hope I put that in there. So am I too far in for you guys if you're watching? How about that? Let's go with, let me pick out another one here. Let's go with number 3. Yeah, number 3. A lot of browns in this, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to have to watch my video. Oh, no. Okay, good. I do have the numbers over here. I'm like, I think I threw away the numbers. No. All right. So we are going to do sub comments or any comments. Now, I read all of the comments on my channel out because, you know, there's always going to be people who don't agree with you or say things and stuff like that. But I always leave everything on there so that people can see. I believe in that. I mean, unless you're like telling me to F off or something, you know, that's rude. I'm not going to leave that up for people to see that because well, first of all, I think it's against YouTube's guidelines, but you know, if somebody's not going against the guidelines, I'm going to leave it up because it's free speech on this channel, free speech. All right, so this is WIP and Chat, huge news. I wonder what the huge news was. I don't remember. This was a while ago. This was 2 weeks ago. Like I said, I'm behind, so that's okay. That's okay. We don't have time limits. There's no time limits. I just find this so relaxing, you guys. Don't you? Just real quick before I read this. Yesterday, I think I spent 6 hours on the phone with my girlfriend, and we were just diamond painting and talking about our next projects and ordering things. And yeah, we just had a really good time. It's so relaxing. I hope you guys are able to enjoy yourself, you know, and get some stress relief if that's what you're looking for. Because I was just talking about this with somebody, and I'm like, the amount of stress that this takes out of my body is just, it's amazing. Like, I feel like every psychiatrist should at least, here comes my husband, hold on, should suggest this. Okay, he's a little bit farther away. I wanted to just say before I start, last year we have a lot of rabbits here, wild rabbits. And last year, do you guys remember, we had bunnies underneath our porch, little baby bunnies, and they got scared and they ran, and we had to catch them to take them back because they were too far away from their mom. I mean, they were little tiny spud little potatoes. They should not have ran away, but they did because we accidentally scared them. Well, my husband's out there, and he just told me that there were two little babies. They were about this big. So the mama must have liked being underneath our porch. It's a very safe area. So yeah, very safe. Anyway, I had to mention that. So and the other thing I was just thinking about too, just real quick, and you don't, if you wanna answer, you can. A lot of you guys have been asking me, when am I going to start doing memberships? And I've addressed it before, but what I would like to ask of you is, what would you like to see as far as memberships go? What would you like to see? I want to provide something of value if I'm going to do it. And what my idea of value is and what your idea of value is could be completely different. So I would like to ask you guys, if I did memberships, what is it that you would like to have as something you know, extra? So please let me know. You don't have to. There's no rush. So I wanted to throw that out there because some people have been asking me, and I keep forgetting, the people that ask me, I keep forgetting to ask, well, what would you like to see? You know, so, okay, WIP and Chat. So, Liz M. Connell, 6283. Hi, Liz. She gave me 3 hearts. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. You're new here. You're new to the channel. Thank you. Margie Grice, 5468. Margie, how are you? She said, great chat. So much confetti in that painting. I was doing the fairy. Very happy to hear that Coco is doing well. Thanks for sharing. Hugs. Yes, Coco was recovering and she's doing great. Margie, thank you so much for checking in on her. Veronica Backlund, 3931. Hi, Veronica. She said, I'm too spoiled with DAC canvas to even like Temu paintings. Oh, I must have been doing a Temu painting. But they have other nice diamond stuff to buy. Yeah. I'm so happy for every review you guys do. That's why I found Tray Bricks. I absolutely love the Galaxy Blue one. Ooh. And it is more fun to diamond paint now. So thanks for all the nice tips. Need to buy more of them. Oh, right. I know. Veronica, don't even get me started with storage. Oh, girl, I hear you. I am I am all about the storage. In fact, I have, can I even say this out loud? I have too much. True story. So I will be doing a giveaway when I hit 2,000, and you guys will be getting some storage for sure. Yeah. As part of that, because I just have too much storage at this point. I don't even know if that's a thing. Miss Bell 003. Hi, Miss Bell. You had a blueberry winter, and I love watching the rabbits. Sounds like Coco is feeling a little better. Yes. Thank you, Miss Bell. Miss Bell, so sweet. She was on a live, and she, or was it on here? I can't remember. She gave me a super thanks. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Brenda J64, love those release papers. Loves to Coco, big heart. I have a Chi weenie, Poppy. She is so spoiled and so loved. Yes. Give Poppy big hugs and kisses for us, Brenda. For those of you who don't know, Chihuahuas, we call them cheese. So C-H-I, cheese, or a Chi-Chi. We have a Chi-Chi. Yeah, kind of cute, huh? So yeah, I bet Poppy is adorable. Thanks for sharing that, Brenda. Appreciate that. Let's see, next one, Lola. Lola Rick, what are you doing? She sent me 2 black hearts. Thank you. Love you, Lola. You know I love you, Lola. Miss Bell again. Hey there, I'm just totally enjoyed your WIP and Chat. This diamond painting is beautiful and huge. So cute. Release papers. Ah, Coco. Oh, thank you, Miss Bell. A lot of thought went into the release papers. You know, it's kind of like a, can I just be proud for a second of my daughter? I would love to take credit for the release papers, but honestly, I asked my daughter if she could do kind of like a cartoon, right, of Coco. And she goes, well, I kind of need a picture in order to do that. And I said, okay. So I was trying my best to get pictures of Coco. And she goes, no, that one's not going to work. I would do another one. She's like, I kind of need her to, she's like, can you have her sit down? And then I was like, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. I want it to say loves, like across her front. So I want her to be having a sweater. So I actually put a sweater on her and had her sit in a chair. And I got a picture of her, and that's what my daughter used. And so, yeah. And then I went with ImagiCraftsByCindy because I had heard so many good things about her. And she's just been doing a phenomenal job. She does work full time. So, you know, just be patient. You'll get your orders if you do order. And if you do, thank you so much. It does help my channel. It does help my channel. So Jess Diamond Paints. Hi, Jess. If I were you, I'd try the natural stuff like castor oil compresses for 6 months before going down the drug and surgical route. Absolutely. She was talking about my shoulder. Yeah, I am not in any way, shape, or form headed for the operation table. I am not. I am, you know, let's face it, I'm going to be 55. The last time I had surgery, it was absolutely dire situation. I didn't have a choice. It was literally like, you know, I had no say in the matter. It was happening. And the recovery was horrible. I lost a ton of hair, you know, because your hair falls out. It was a nightmare. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing that. Okay. So yeah, so I am definitely not going to have surgery unless my arm falls off. CSB Stormy. Hi, T. It's okay to call me dear. So funny. Okay, Dee, thank you. Jamie Plans, what painting is this? What did I say? And Jamie, hi, thank you. Oh, I said, hi, Jamie, it's Chevy by Aaron's Diamond Addiction. They are no longer in business. Okay. Diamond painting with Jack. Oh, hi, Jack. Great WIP and Chat. Love the release papers, and I'm glad Coco is doing better. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you guys so much for all of your your kind words and thinking about her and, you know, just checking up on her. You know that she's our little baby, and you know, she's a big part of this channel. So yeah, thank you so much. And Jack, I so appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I had so much fun with you being there last Thursday. You were just killing it with the answers. You just knew, I swear you knew everyone. Did you know everyone? You knew almost everyone. And I know you were probably diamond painting too. Hey, you guys, if you haven't, please head over to Diamond Painting with Jack. She has a great channel, you guys. Go if you want to. I'm telling you, you will enjoy her company. She's just, her demeanor, her personality is just wonderful. She does partials. She does, I mean, just head over there and go take a look, you know. Diamond Painting with Jack. So very kind and giving person. Just, she's the sweetest person, sweetest person. So anyway, Sally Curry. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is 10 tips and tricks to diamond paint faster, which was a requested video. Sally Curry 2718. Hi, Sally. She says, I have a tip that may help. I love that. I love it when you guys do this. Have you seen how a cake decorator smooths the icing on the sides of a round tall cake? Yes, I have. That tool they use, the icing spatula, that's the thinnest plastic edge of any tool I've ever used to straighten drill lines. The diamond painting straightening tools I've purchased are always way too thick. They are. I remember reading this. I remember being like, oh my gosh. She says, the sharp edge of a plastic icing spatula is so thin, it fits perfectly between drills. You guys, you can place drills as fast and messy as you like, as long as you're prepared to go over it every so often to straighten it all. And a 15 centimeter wide icing spatula tool is perfect for straightening huge sections fast. Huge thumbs up. Sally, thank you so much for that tip. We love tips. We love tricks. We love hearing about them. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. So you guys, if that's something that you're struggling with, I think you can get those at Walmart. Even if you go over into like the wedding section, or I don't know where it would be, but yeah, or in the cooking, I don't know where it would be. You could definitely get one online, but that's something to look into, because I know a lot of us, you know, it's like, our drills aren't straight and we want our drills to be straight. And yeah, some of those straighteners, they are pretty thick. They are. I don't have the straightener that goes on my pen handy. You guys know what I'm talking about? The one that you can place instead of your multi-placer, you can place a straightener on there. Those are kind of thin, but the plastic ones that she's talking about, no, those are not thin. So Sally Curry, thank you so much. Shining bright with diamonds. Hi. I need to diamond paint fast to get through my stash and buy more with a love you face, right? Don't we all? Shining bright with diamonds. You can just buy more. I give you permission. Yeah, I might have to do a stash update here pretty soon. It's gotten a little crazy. That's okay. You know, when I first, my girlfriend and I were talking about this too, but when you first start diamond painting, you just buy, right? And then you don't know what your tastes are though. You're like, I just like this painting, and you buy it. And then you realize, I don't really like these types of paintings. You know what I mean? And you're like, darn it, now I have all these paintings. Now I need to go out and buy other paintings. And so, yeah, now that I kind of feel a little bit more comfortable with the way that I look at diamond paintings and the quality and stuff like that, I feel more comfortable, you know, spending money on diamond paintings. I'm always going to buy Temu paintings just to have to do on the side, because I like to do a large painting and then I like to do small paintings, you know, and I'm okay with the Temu. I understand that the quality isn't there, but Coco, come here, Coco. Daddy has to go. Bye-bye. Come on. Come in here with mommy. Come in here with mommy. Okay, let's see. Nuckin girl. Great tips, Raimi. I'm always irritated when my life necessities interrupt my painting time. The audacity. Haha. That canvas you're working on is even too confetti heavy for me. LOL. I love confetti, but holy moly. Oh, girl. Yes. I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. I totally agree. And I know there's a lot of you guys that love confetti, but I was like, y'all, this is next level confetti. It was like a J-wall. It was literally like a J-wall. So yeah, and then the rendering wasn't, it was all computer, I think. And so the rendering was awful. You guys know the drill. It was just a nightmare. It was just an absolute nightmare. But I got through it. It looks great now. So Autumn, how are you? Crafting enthusiast. Thanks for all of the tips for me. Absolutely. I think the one that I put into practice the most is finding time for me to just give myself the time I need to relax. Yes. Yeah, I was talking about that on this was, you know, make some time for yourself. Relax. That's what this is about. That's what diamond painting is about. I have days that I can diamond paint fast and other days are slower, but every drill laid is one drill closer to a finish. Autumn, I love that. It doesn't help that I chose large canvases though. LOL. Hugs, my friend. Hugs to you too, Autumn. Right? Like you know, I cleared some of the shelves off my bookcase and I'm like, yay, I can take some of the canvases out of my closet and put them. No, I can't because they're too big. I'm realizing that the canvases that I'm purchasing are bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, no, where am I going to put them? Too funny. But yeah, get time to relax, right? Because that's what this is about. That's what this is about. You know, put on some nice music, put on a WIP and Chat, you know, put on whatever you need for yourself, you know. And like I said, you know, some days we have 15 minutes to diamond paint. Some days we have 4 hours to diamond paint. Sometimes we get lost in it and we just are like, wow, that much time already went past. I was so relaxed and calm. And yeah, I mean, don't, you know, if I'm stressed out, I will come in here and diamond paint for a little bit because it really helps me feel better. And, you know, that's what we want. We want it to be nice and just, you know, good times, right? Okay, so Marty Jackson. Marty, how are you, Marty? I liked all of your tips in this video. I take my mini kits to do while at work and only do my large paintings at home. Thank you for this video. Tell Coco hello and I hope she is feeling better. Happy face. You're so sweet. I love that you take your mini kits to work. Very cool. Marty, can you tell us like what you store them in? All right, quit laughing at me, you guys. No, but like how you transport them to work. I know I love storage, y'all. Stop. I do though. But Marty, what? Okay, I'll stop asking about storage. But Marty, if you want to tell me, please tell me. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me. Kathy Patterson, 1598. Kathy, how are you? Nice tips. Thank you. I have been doing some of those myself recently. Awesome. But also I need to get back in there and paint. I can't do it any faster if I'm not doing it at all, right? Yeah. I was only single placing, but have started multi-placing 3 to 4 at a time and love it. And will work up to more when I get to a spot that allows me to. Yeah, that's what I did. It takes practice. It took me a long time to learn how to multi-place properly. And you know what, Kathy, I don't know if you started on squares multi-placing or rounds, but I started on squares. That was the wrong, for me, that was the wrong choice. She continues, also the type of systems you use for kitting up can make a huge difference. Yes, very good point. Very good point, Kathy. I bought tray sets from Temu, which helped, but I wasn't totally happy with them. I bought the Forever Young that you were using in the video, and they are a game changer for time, right? The cost is definitely worth it. Definitely a time saver not having to pour and dump drills each time since the tray is built in and handles a good amount of drills. absolutely, Kathy. Yeah, between the tray bricks and the Forever Young, absolute game changer. When I found that, I was just blown away, and I could not wait to show that storage system to you guys. I mean, yeah. And then it got even better, right? Because the first one I showed you guys, wasn't it the 45? Yeah. And then remember, we were all like, I wish they had like dividers or some type of tray set. And then they came out with the 60 and it did have the dividers. Ah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love it. 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 The only problem is I am having a hard time finding a place to put the 60 kit, like where to put it. But oh, actually now I can put it on my bookcase. Gloria, hi Gloria Brower, how are you? Great tips, Remy, thank you. I stopped diamond painting in 2022 because I had to go back to work on site after the pandemic and could not find the time to diamond paint in between work and chores. Oh, but now that I retired, I have all the time in the world to dedicate to diamond painting. Also, my company are my 2 cats, so basically no interruptions. Oh, what oh, heaven. Many of the tips I already practice, and I hear the whips and chats from all of you. Diamond painting, also audiobooks. Yes, yes. Also, you again for all the, thank you again for all the care and attention you give us. Oh, thank you. That is so nice, of course. Absolutely. You guys give me care and attention too. Why wouldn't I give it back to you guys? You guys are so kind. So kind. Crafter Shells is in the house. Send kids to summer camp? Question mark. My kids are grown. Seriously, some great tips. I need my own craft room. Yes. Yes. Kathy Corner. Hi, Kathy. Great video. I love to diamond paint fast as I have a lot of wall space that needs filled in and too many canvases that I need to get through. Oh, Lord. I hear you. You know, it's funny you say that. I don't even remember. I did, I'd have to look at my logbook, but I did Out of Control. And I framed it. I did the Van Gogh, right? I literally just framed that and hung that up. My Out of Control is still in a frame on my dining room table. It is not hung up. I need to get it on the wall. So, but I need my husband. So I need my husband, and he's been so busy with his project of, the trailer that we have. So yeah, he's been really busy with that. But yeah, Sam Crocker 9462. Hi, Sam. I'm always happy to see your face. Thanks for the recap. So I know I am doing the most I can to helping me to diamond paint the best that I can. Smiley face. Yeah. Sharon Featherstone 8219. Hi, Sharon. The confetti on your canvas gives me anxiety. You and me both, Sharon. You and me both. I sometimes need to go faster because I need to start something new. Yeah, same. I am trying very hard to stick to the rule of 1 set of minis, 1 small diamond painting downstairs, and 1 large one in my craft room. This keeps me sane. Yeah, so Sharon, I always start with a large canvas at the beginning. Well, large with quotation marks around it at the beginning of the month. And I also start with a calendar, the calendar that I'm doing. And I also start with a mini kit. So actually, you and I are doing the same thing. And then when I'm done with the large, I move on to smaller ones, like the teeny ones or whatever. So nice. We're doing similar things. That's awesome. And I'm glad I'm not alone with the confetti thing. I really am, because I thought, oh man, people are going to laugh at me. They're going to be like, you think that's confetti? I'm glad I wasn't like overreacting, because I was thinking, what is wrong with me? Like, this just seems ridiculous. Okay, pick another color. Let's do number 10. I see a lot of those. Okay, number 10. Okay, got it. Double Light ML. Double Light is new to our channel. Hello, Double Light. Thank you so much. These were helpful. I'll definitely use these next time I do diamond art. Awesome, Double Light. I'm happy to help. Happy to help. And of course we all learn from each other. I don't know everything. Far from it. You know what I mean? But it's like I love it when we all share tips. When we're all like, oh, you know what I do with this? Or oh, you know what I do with that? You know what I mean? I love that. So Crazy Mom Claire, also wear a towel on your head to keep hair back. Ha ha, yes. It's an inside joke for our live group. Oh man, how did that even start? I can't even remember. I know it was a joke, but I think it was like supposed to be an answer to a question, and it just got out of control. Jess Diamond Beans, hi Jess. Do you know how often I can get asked this question? I don't even have a YouTube channel and it gets asked all the time. Yeah. Lives, DMs, by way of Instagram and Facebook, comments on IG posts. I am always baffled by the question because I don't truly believe I am any faster than any other diamond painter. I know. What's different is how many hours I put in. I'm a homeschooling housewife. Cooking, cleaning, school lessons are happening every day around my crafting. Yeah. That aside, I have noticed how my annual completions has increased each year over the previous one. There are some major things that have sped me up over time. Focus, multi-placing, and kit method. Focus means you can sit down and plow through with minimal distractions. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Sectioning a painting is a big part of maintaining focus. My focus has improved over time like a muscle. Oh, and just remember, there were like lines through your thing for some reason, and I messaged you that, and you're like, that's so weird. Remember that? So I'm going to still read it, but there's like lines through it for some reason. I still have moments when I'm having a rough time focusing. Audiobooks are my solution. Next is multi-placing. Huge time saver. Practice, practice, practice. Start with a 4 and work your way up to a 15. The more you do, the better you get. Lastly, kitting up. I don't kit up, I tray up. That means I put each color into trays and have towers set up, all using a dryer sheet religiously. Static must be eradicated from the get-go. I have enough trays to kit up 6+ projects at a time. That is crazy. Huge investment over time. Yes, 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 yes. Because I'm picky about my trays and towers, but I'm worth it. You absolutely are worth it. Girl, you go. LOL. Nothing slows you down more than having to unscrew a bottle, pour, then pour back and screw the lid back on. You eliminate that 200+ times per diamond painting session and you will be amazed how much further you get in less time. Yes. Oh, and get in the habit of timing yourself. I do this with every single painting. Time yourself and you will easily be able to predict how long a painting will take you. Then you can evaluate if you are taking too long on any given painting. When I see a section took me too long, I know it's time to put an audiobook on and focus. I always speed up the next section when I do this. Diamond painting is not a race, but I think transparency with respect on how many hours we put on these completions will help people understand better what it takes. People ask, how do you do so many completions? I say I do a minimum of 6 hours a day on weekdays and 8+ on weekends. That's how. This is not a fast craft. Absolutely it's not. Got to put those hours in. Yep. As of today, I've completed 558 projects since November 2020. 262 of those have been partials or small projects. 296 were full drill canvases. Hope this helps. Happy diamond painting. It absolutely does help. She goes through so many points there that are just, you know, so relevant. And she's absolutely right. I mean, when it comes down to it, right, it's how much time you're putting into it. But the other one too that I like that she pointed out was the tray system. And I was thinking of that too, because I was like, I was noticing since I've started these Forever Young, because I had never used trays or a tray system before, ever. I had never used one until I got the Forever Young. So I didn't even realize how much time it was taking me as far as like you said, like screwing bottle tops off and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're only able to diamond paint for 15 minutes a day, you're not going to get as many paintings done. If you're not able to focus while you're diamond painting, even if you diamond paint for 4 hours, you're also not going to get a lot done, if that makes sense, because it is what she's saying, because you're not focusing. Like right now, I can't focus on this, you know, because I'm doing something different. You need that focus in order to be able to go fast. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. So if your family's coming in and out, if there's stuff going on in the background, you know, you're not going to be diamond painting fast because you're going to be talking to people. And like I said in this video too, you can't watch TV. You can't watch videos. It's going to slow you down because you're looking up. You're stopping to look up. And every time you do that, it's slowing you down. So thank you just so much for all of that information. That was a lot of information, and it was very, very good information. And again, you and I talked about that, but why are those crossed out like that? It's bothering me because I've never seen that before on anybody's comments. I've never seen anybody's comments with a line through it like that. It's so weird. Did you like... Because I was almost afraid to read it because I thought, oh, maybe she did it on our computer and she like, you know how you can strike sentences and maybe she didn't mean to put it on there. But after talking to you, you were like, yeah, I don't know. No, I did. So, okay, we're all good. Crazy Mom LeClaire, hello, LeClaire. I get hair stuck in my multi-placer because of my surgery. My hair is falling out at a massive speed, so I have hair everywhere. LOL. Yeah, well, I shed like a dog. I'm the first one to admit it. It's because my hair is so long. I did just cut my hair, but I had Liz from Lizzie's World of Gems in the bathroom with me on video call. I'm like, I'm going to cut my hair. Do you want to come with me? She's like, oh, okay. Oh, it was funny. But yeah, I shed like a dog. I have to be really careful. I have to be really careful about that. Lola Rick, are you saying we don't have to work faster? Yes, I am. And if we want to, we can. Yes. But who cares if we do one drill out of 53,030? It's okay too. Yes, I am, Lola. Thank you for backing me up, girl. Yes, I am saying that. You go as slow or as fast as you want to. It's your diamond painting. It's you which It's you. All right, this is unboxing 3 paint gems. Which ones did I get? I don't know. Oh no, I hear somebody shooting, and I hope Coco doesn't hear it because she's going to freak out if she does. Oh, please don't let her hear it. Maybe my talking. P-Barb713. Hi. I use the paint gem canvas bags to store the edge pieces of my jigsaw puzzles. It works great. That's right. I remember reading that. I was like, that is smart. Every time I ever do a jigsaw puzzle, and I love doing jigsaw puzzles. I love doing the 1,000s or 2,000 puzzles. I don't like doing them if they're any lower than that. But I like doing those. And I always start with the edge. Does everybody start with the edge pieces? Maybe some people don't. But I always start with the edge pieces, so that's great. Chris, Greek 4285. Oh, wow, the home edition of the paint gems really caught my eye. Chris, I'm telling you, oh, it is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I don't know if you can get it up there, but it's really, really nice. I love it. I can't wait to do it. I especially love the Greek island house. Yeah, it makes me think of Santorini. Your release papers were wondering when to do this set, and my mind immediately went to May, as that is usually posting season for the military. Since May is our birthday month, you need a B-Day edition. Your release papers are so awesome, but what else could you expect when you combine Kelsey and Cindy's creativity, right? Hugs. Oh, that's so sweet. I did tell my daughter about that, so thank you. Yeah. And I know Cindy, yeah, she's pretty talented, so absolutely. Absolutely. More on that to come. CSP Stormy D, how you doing? All are pretty, but the home edition is my fave. Same. Margie Grice 5468, very nice. I like paint gems, just too much money for me. Thanks for sharing. Hugs. Yeah, Margie, the Diamond Art Club, the mini dazzles, is that what they're called? Mini dazzles? They are, I don't know if they're cheaper. I think they're the same price because you get 6 with the mini dazzlers and they're like $17.99. And the paint gems are like anywhere between $29 and $39, depending, like sometimes if they have a sale, it's good, or if you can get like a discount code. But I hear you, they can be expensive. So I always try to buy like 3 or 4 kits at a time because you do get like, or I try like, I'll try to do like every once in a while they'll do a BOGO, so I'll do that. You know, yeah. So, but I agree. I know exactly what you're talking about. Sharon Featherstone, hi Sharon 8219. That home edition is adorable. I need it. I know, you guys. I know. I love it. I love it. Wendy Labor 1806. Wendy, how are you? Hi Remy. I love your storage idea for your mini kits. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, I found that. I found that and put it on my channel and it just went crazy. Sorry. I did not find that. My girlfriend found it. Christina found it. And I'll tell this story one more time. We were video chatting and we were talking and she was like, she held up a paint gem for some reason. I don't know why. And it was in one of those, you know, containers. And I said, whoa, what is that? She goes, what? I said, that in your hand. The heck is that? She goes, oh, I store my paint gems in here. I'm like, what are you talking about? What is that? So she sent me the link. Girl, I could not like click on that link fast enough to buy that. I was just like, that is the best way to store paint gems I have ever seen. And who am I to pass up a storage system? Who am I to pass up a storage system? Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. No way. Oh, man. We all like different stuff, right? So it's a diversity thing, I feel. It's like some people are going to like this. Some people aren't. Some people are going to like that. Some people aren't. So, you know, because I have a YouTube channel, I am able to highlight different storage ideas that maybe some people haven't seen. I don't ever want to come across as a salesman, and I don't think I do, but I always want to show people, you know, I want to show you guys what's out there if you haven't seen it. Most of the time you have, but sometimes every once in a while, you know, it's like, whoa, what's that? Yeah. And that's always fun. Isn't it fun? To me, it's similar to like going to antique stores. That's how I look at it. So, Coutlaw 71, hi. Those release papers with 3 hearts. Oh, thank you. I think I see a doggy in that picture. Is that, I think my eyes are so bad. So, Brenda J64, I did purchase one of each of your release papers. Thank you. Brenda, thank you. Wow. One of each? Brenda, thank you so much. Thank you. Christina, 7070, bought my papers. Thank you, Christina. Diamonds and Things. Hi, Diamonds and Things. Where can I find paint gems? I've looked them up and nothing specific comes up. What am I missing? Thanks for showing. So I did send her a link. Kathy Patterson, 1598. Very simple, just a red heart. I love that, Kathy. Thank you. And Renee Lancaster 7933. Hello, Renee. I have a shoebox full of those little bags with the starter kit. Oh, yeah. I give them away if anyone needs them. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've just been setting that. I have a box now in my closet, and I have just been putting everything that's going to go for my 2000 giveaway. It's just all going in that box. You guys, it's overflowing. It's overflowed now. Now I need like, I almost can't keep it in my closet anymore. So I'm going to have to find, I don't know. I'm going to have to find another spot for it, but well, you guys, I don't know how long I've been going because I've had to stop the video a couple of the times because of noise or whatnot. So I think I will end it here with that video. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys like this video, please hit like and subscribe. It does help out my channel. My goal for my birthday is to get to 2,000 subscribers, and I am gonna get there. I am gonna get there. So with your guys' help. So yeah, with that, my friends, loves.